In this video, we'll be looking at problem number 5.60, and it's dealing with simulations. The problem says many cities regulate the number of taxi licenses, great deal of competition. Suppose that a city has decided to sell 10 licenses. So we're going to sell 10 licenses. Sell 10 licenses. And each license is going to cost $25,000. A lottery will be held to determine who gets it. No one may request more than 3. 20 individuals and taxi companies have entered the lottery. 6 of the 20 entries are for 3 licenses. Okay, so 6 entries for 3. All right. 9 are for 2. 9 entries for 2. And the rest for 1. So that's 15. 5 entries will be for 1. Okay, so this is a probability question. We're wanting to know what is the chance of some individual down here, what is their chance of actually getting one of these licenses. This is a probability question, and there is a way to find it out mathematically, but we don't quite have the tools for that yet. So what we're going to do is set up a simulation that will allow us to do this. In order to set up a simulation, we will first map particular random events, say drawing numbers from a random number generator, to a certain thing. So here's what I'm going to say. These 6 entries that are for 3 licenses, these people are going to be successful if we pick numbers 1 through 6. So 1 through 6 means if I draw a 1 through 6, it's going to be a company that gets 3 licenses. Well, the next 9 would be for 2, so I'm going to use the numbers 7 through 15. That is 9 values. And 5 entries are for 1. I'm going to select the numbers 6 through 20. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put these 20 numbers in a hat, or I'm going to use a 20-sided die. I'm going to use some method for drawing random numbers. The method I'm going to use is a particular website I want to introduce you to. So I'm pulling up a browser, and Google random number generator. This top here that says random.org, select it. Read this little couple paragraphs here. It's pretty interesting information about random number generators, but we're here to use this part over here. It says minimum number, maximum number. So I'm going to pick numbers 1 through 20. 1's fine here and 20's fine here. I can just hit generate, and this is going to deliver random numbers from 1 through 20. 7, for instance. All right, I'll be showing how we will use this momentarily. Okay. So the problem says we're only going to sell 10 licenses. So here's what I'll do. I'll come to my random number generator, hit generate. It picks a 3. All right, so this says we want to do this 20 times. So this is my lottery number 1. This is the first simulation of this situation, lottery number 1. Okay. The first number I picked is 3. Right. Well, this number 3 corresponds to 1 through 6. That is, it's one of these 3 companies that got 3 licenses. So that's 3 of them that have been used. I need another random number then. Generate. Now my random number is 7. Okay. Well, 7, that's 7 through 15, that's 2. So we have 3 here and 2 here, that's 5 we've used. All right, another random number. 12. Well, 12 is also in this too, so 12. That's 7 that we've used. Up here, I'm just going to put my sum. 3 corresponded to these guys, that's 3 that were used. 7 is in here, that's 2. 12, that's also 2. So we have 7 licenses that we've used. Back to my generator, another number. 4. Well, 4, that's 1 through 6, so that's another 3. And I have my 10. 3, 5, 7, 10. So, in my first lottery, company 3 won, company 7 won, company 12 won, company 4 won. Well, the question is, what is the chance of some arbitrary single person? I should have designated this beforehand, but I'm just going to use the number 20. We're going to let number 20 be our individual of interest. Okay, so if it comes up at 20, that means the person that we were talking about, they got their individual license. Okay, and we made it one of these numbers 16 through 20 because these are just one license. All right, that was one lottery, and here we weren't successful. It didn't come up number 20, so I'm going to call this one a no. All right, do this a couple more times and I'll leave the rest for you. Lottery number 2. This is the second simulation. We're trying to see how frequently this number 20 guy wins. All right, back to my random number generator. 19, well, that's just a 1 license there. This time I'm going to write down below it. That's 1 license. 2, well, 1 through 6, that's a 3 license. 3. 10, 7, so 10 is in here. This is a company that's getting 2 license. If you were to repeat a number here, you would discard that because it says no one is going to, once you've won your bid, you're out of the drawing. 10 is 2. So now we're at 6. 12. That's 7 through 15. That's 2 more. Number 12. Company number 12 gets 2 license. 5, 7, 8. So probably just one more drawing. 14. That's in here as well. 14 is a company that gets 2. And so we're through with drawing number 2. 2, 4, 6, 9, 10. And again, 5 companies won. Company 2, actually individual 19, company 10, 12, and 14. These all won, but we're interested in number 20, so this is another no. All right. So you're going to perform this process 20 times and see empirically, that is through observation, how many times this number 21. This will be one way to simulate this event, and if we did it over and over and over again, perhaps we programmed a computer to do it thousands and thousands of times, we would get very close to seeing what the probability would be without truly calculating it mathematically. This is just through simulation. Recap what we did here. It said that the city is selling 10 licenses, and we have more than 10 people or more than 10 license requests out there. Okay, we have 6 companies, 6 entries that want 3 licenses. We had 9 entries that wanted 2, and we had 5 companies or individuals that just wanted 1 license. So what I did here was just set up some numbers. Since there were 6 here, I numbered them 1 through 6. If we picked a number 1 through 6, it would be one of these companies that wanted 3 licenses. 9 wanted for 2, so we've already used 1 through 6. I had to use 7 through 15. 5 wanted 1. I used 6 through 20. So these numbers are representing these particular groups or individuals that want an entry. And we've just designated number 20 to be the one that we're interested in. We want to know how likely is it for this person, number 20, to get a license. An individual lottery, one of these simulations, we just draw until we get our 10 license. And once we get the 10 licenses assigned, we want to see, do we have the number 20 in here? In this case, it was no. In this case, it was no. You're going to do this 20 times and report how frequently the number 20 does occur in your list. Remember, if you get a repeat in here, you should discard that number. With that information, you should be able to answer 5.60.